Ba'amur le'ilo dos hakel yesh lo yisif. And we're talking here about what is hakel. Hakel means gather. It's the mitzvah to gather every single Jewish person, man, woman, and child. You'll see later, it's actually the ultimate list. In marketing and list building and digital marketing, the ultimate list is to really have every single man, woman, and child of the Jewish nation gathered in a community, in a group, and the spiritual power that's in that. We'll find indeed that is the spiritual power of Mashiach. Since the mitzvah of loving your neighbor as yourself, which is the foundation, when we got the Torah on Har Sinai, it was Ki'ish Echad Belev Echad. It was only through the entire Jewish nation being as one heart. And whenever there's disconnect between the hearts, that's where you fall into exile. And only in the connection between the hearts is really what, and this was what it says that the exile started because of Sinas Chinam, and will end because nullifying Sinas Chinam. So the V'ahavta L'recha Kamecha is the most main mitzvah, and this one has to do with Hakhel. We'll find out here how. Avas Yisrael ad le'achdus Yisrael, it's the love of Israel, until the oneness of Israel. He klal gadol b'Torah. It's a big rule in the Torah. In fact, as we know, v'ahavta l'recha kamecha, klal gadol b'Torah, ve'idach perushahu. Everything else is only explanation of this, interpretation and elaboration
Wow,
of v'ahavta l'recha kamecha.
I just put that up on Facebook yesterday.
See?
I said V'ahavta L'recha Kamecha is the whole Torah, and everything else is about commentary.
Now he's going to teach you what that is practically and how that is part of the Hakhel. It's appropriate to unify with this action chaverim, friends, comrades, which literally means on the same level, like equals, in different organizations. Klomar, listen to this. This is 1988. It's before social media. Listen how the Rebbe is describing the epitome of a social network. Whenever times the Jews are members of a certain organization, it doesn't matter what organization it is. Maybe it's an organization of shoemakers, chayatim, seamstresses, ovdei adama, farmers, so they also need to make unions, not just based on their professions, but based on their Torah. Make organizations for the Torah. And this shouldn't be secondary to your professional organizations, but these Torah organizations, like the national associations of Likutei Torah scholars, shouldn't be secondary, and by the way, to the national health organization or whatever. And this organization will make actions, activities that pertain to Torah, tzedakah, and other mitzvahs. He just described now social networks, where the membership and the value of the membership is the value of the Ahavas Yisrael. How do you mekayim v'ahavta l'recha kamecha? Is create a network around you when you are sharing. You're motivating each other to go in this field further. This is true in only professional organization. He's saying for now you connect based on Torah associations, men, women, and children. He's explaining to you in detail what is Hakhel. He's actually describing to you this last step in the Geula that the Vilna Gaon said was the job of Mashiach ben Yosef, was to build, was to Mekabetz Nitchei Israel. He ingathers the exiles of Israel. This is ingathering the exiles of Israel. And in our case, it's worthwhile that the members of the organization will accept upon themselves in writing to do. So really, what this means, I'm learning into this a little bit, but it's worthwhile to do. It's worthwhile that the members of organizations will take upon themselves to themselves go and do Hakhel. The members of the organization have a mission or a job or a purpose to bring more people to the organization, to ingather more people. Again, you're talking within the structure of Torah and mitzvahs. This is entirely within the realms of Kedusha, where this Hakhel is to learn Torah together, to do tzedakah together, to encourage each other, and there's many mitzvahs that fall under the tzedakah that are actually lending without interest, all kinds of business operations that, as we know, are like the highest levels of godliness if they're done properly, all coming out of these networks. Now, it says, the Rebbe in the Sicha before regarding Hakhel says, what is the real reason to do Hakhel? For the mitzvah of Hakhel, which was on the 8th year, again, what's associated with Mashiach and 8th generation, everything else, the Hakhel of the 8th, which corresponds to the transcendental. But Leman Yishmu v'Laman Yilmedu Le'Yira'es Hashem Tamid Kol Hayamim. The purpose of the organizations is so that they will hear, or they'll hear. Shmu is like Shema Yisrael, for them to come to know God. Leman Yilmedu Le'Yira'es Hashem, they will learn how to fear God. And the Rebbe said this will bring you to a level, actually, where your fear of heaven will be guaranteed by Shemaim, to where you will no longer have Nisyanis.